goals, I'm gonna call this little bit work with me. So this is your chance to grab anything you want and just work on creative. So we put time into exercising our bodies, and by exercising, and also your intellect by reading and watching documentaries and all that. But let's give yourself a little bit of time to exercise your creativity and work on whatever you want for 10 minutes. Okay, let's just give ourselves 10 minutes to work on whatever, and we'll just talk about it, chop it up, and then you'll be surprised what you can get done in 10 minutes. And don't consider it, or don't think about it like it's something we have to finish, but just think about it as a process. So this has been, I would say, 3 or 4 days, and just giving a little details here and there. I'm not, I'm not expecting to finish Spider Point. I'm just expecting them to progress. And so if you'd like to join me, grab something and join me for 10 minutes, okay? And the reason I kind of wanted to start doing this, I have a couple of friends, many people who say like I hear this a lot, that people say like, I wish I had somebody to work out with me or to motivate me. And in this case, especially if you know me, this is kind of like a way for me to maybe be that person to motivate you just a little bit, or at least give you the option. And then at some point you're going to be the one to motivate somebody else, right? And you probably already do that. I think we all kind of have our little skill set and our strengths, and those are things we can offer to other people in certain situations. In this case, like I'm drawing, a fair amount of time in my day-to-day, and so the idea being, you can join me at any time. If not in person, then you can always come back to this video and just work. And I'll ideally make this like a habit. And if it hits, if you find something attractive about just working with me, then it'll kind of let me know, all right, this is something that has a little bit of value. I mean, this has value to me because, one, it's giving me almost like more of a reason to create and to draw. But now, I mean, potentially, if someone else is vibing off of this, if there's a young one out there, like in one of my last videos, my tutorial, Miraya, her mom said that she was happy to get that shout out, so I'm gonna give her another shout out here in this video. And just, I thought about her with this video too. She's a very young lady, an aspiring creator, or I think a natural creator, based on the pictures that mom, Sonia, has sent me. And so I think it's a nice, beautiful thing when kids, almost take that lead, so to speak. I've just been in my process, and my stuff has come into her world, and vice versa, her work and her influence on me. So that's why I think these videos are important, well, not only for me, but for her, and also just any potential people who want to work with me, or just, need a little bit of time, a little motivation, just to kind of sit there and work on something creative. And it could just be drawing faces, little faces, I don't know, anything. Draw circles. There's no rules, there's no expectation for you to be anything, and no good, bad, it's just doing. And again, you'll be surprised if you just put 10 minutes to it, perhaps you'll start building into a bigger habit, which is, I think, is the idea. Or at least have an experience, That's important, right? I think to teach our young ones and to keep for ourselves is just giving ourselves this opportunity to have experiences like this, of things that give some sort of insight about ourselves and, our understanding, whether it's your understanding about these tools, pens and paper, paint, words, sound. You know, we can create with anything. And you don't even need tools. You can just go outside and get a stick. Well, I mean, I guess technically it'd be a tool, but get a stick and draw in the dirt, you know? So this, again, just a reminder about the agreements. You know, I think I've cited them in plenty of videos, and if you want to know the agreements, go back to one of my videos, my drawing videos, and check them out. But just for the sake of repetition and reminder, there's no such thing as mistakes. No criticizing, especially no criticizing yourself. And practice, practice, practice. If you want to know the details about that, just check out one of them videos. This. And dig it. And again, I have no method of like, you know, I might have a plan of where I want to go, but the idea with these mandalas is just to go out. Just keep on going out and try something new, and don't worry about, you know, kind of start shedding away those worries from your mind about, let's say, symmetry and let's say even this. Check this out. See how this one is coming this way like that? I'm not too worried about that. These are a little smaller. I think that's part of the charm, right? These are hand drawn. Like there's applications and things like that that can center it out for you if you do it like with the, what do you call that? Those pencils for drawing a blank. The stylist. Stylus? I don't know. Yeah, and I just kind of almost in a way paint myself into a corner and then choose a different color and keep painting myself into that corner, you know, and I'll figure out how to kind of get myself out of there, or perhaps just be patient enough for the paint to dry if we're gonna stick to that metaphor. Yeah. And I hope you had a good day, right? That's ideal. And if you didn't, that's okay. You're gonna have another one tomorrow to figure it all out again. It's been a big theme, is just, you know, these days sometimes we don't have control over certain things, and man, if it doesn't hurt, if it makes you uncomfortable, but that's the beautiful part of it, no? We get all these other chances to try again, you know? You just have to kind of build your mind about it, build up your resilience and your process. And in other words, keep fine-tuning that philosophy, your philosophy in life. And the idea of having a philosophy for your life is so that way, you know, everything you do, or at least that philosophy kind of guides everything you do, whether it's your work, the way you are with your family, your community, with strangers, you know, ideally something that, you know, you live up based on your experiences. You can create it yourself or adopt one. But my cousin Michael, he's the one that kind of turned me on to that idea, which isn't his original idea, but it is something that has been passed down, and you know, that's all knowledge is, right? We just kind of keep on passing it down, and we hear something and we find a way to kind of adopt it in our life and just either repeat it to ourselves and at the same time live that example. And thus other people follow along and find that philosophy might work for them or practices. And the reason why I have these little breaks, I don't draw, like I hardly ever draw like just straight continuously, like without stopping. Like I'll stop and take a look, and you know, with each new little line or new little pieces, it kind of gives me a different idea of vision and texture and where I might take it from here. And sometimes I'll challenge myself and, you know, either go big, and I might go big here at some point, like reach out. And I say big because I'm pretty much working the same scale. Each step kind of is within the same little scale. But I think one of these steps is going to be a big step, maybe in the next video. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Okay. Okay, so let's leave that there. So there's 10 minutes. See how quick 10 minutes goes by? All I got was this right here, and that's enough. You know, that's all we need. So thank you for tuning in, and let me know what you think. If you like this video, or if you think there's something else we can be doing with this 10 minutes, let me know, or just let me know what you did with these 10 minutes of working with me. All right, have a beautiful day. We're on our way.